Happy Wednesday the 13th. Just want to go show a couple orders off that I got. Pretty nice. This one I packed up. It's a couple of Ultras agents, so that's always neat to get something that's themed and a couple of figs. Then this one order I thought was pretty neat, so I just wanted to show it. Love selling like unique fig parts. This is all the new stuff on this side, and then the used stuff over here. Classical fig heads. I just listed these two last week or something, and they've sold. And then these Technic parts, two of them were in one of these drawers I hadn't even put away yet, because I'm still putting a couple other things in there. And then the other two were put in a drawer that was pretty recently put back. So that's always nice to see when something happens pretty much right away. And I wanted to show it all packed up. See what I did. Left this one over there. This was part of the order also, because it's got some bigger bits. I'm not going to put it in a poly bag. I'm going to put it in one of these little boxes so everything stays a little bit safer, especially because there's wherever it is. There's a neck bracket piece in there. There was the tail piece, just some fig printed parts and heads and things. So I decided a box was a little bit safer for it all. And all new stuff in here, I use a teeny little poly bag. I've got these are like basically dime bags. Put all those little tiles and stuff inside of there. I'll go like that. I think that's good enough.
Good morning, happy Thursday, September 14th. And we have 4 orders to pick. Let's get them. Let's see, we've got a 15, a 14, a 5, and a 1. I knew this one was in there. Saw that one coming last night, so the rest of these are new to me. Lots of minifigure parts. Yep, Edna. Jules, minifigure parts and sticker parts. Awesome. I'm gonna pick these, not on camera. So the orders are picked. I was gonna do a couple of packing bits or discussions on camera. Praying is an interesting piece to me because this dark pink head is not part of the listing. But if you look up the set, it's not in the set either. So I just leave them in there. It's usually in there and stuck, so I'll leave them there. Anyhow, they ordered a couple of these turtles shells, and in this case, in order to protect that neck bracket piece, I'm using some of my scratch dent fig parts. This one, scratch dent. There's just some extra torsos and heads that I had that had some scratches or imperfections. This head looks okay on camera, but there's some like chew marks on it, and then this one's obviously pretty dirty. And the torso is cracked, so don't get too excited. So yeah, but that'll help protect the neck brackets of the shells that he actually did order and want. He or she did want. This one's a cool one going out. The 3 pieces there, but yeah, it's just in nice shape. It's a good thing I didn't try to do all of this on camera, the picking and the packing, because my 5-year-old has decided to wake up 3 different times, which required me going upstairs and convincing her to get back in bed, because it is much too early for the children to be up. Anywho, I'm going to show how I do these parts. Anything that goes in a poly bag, I encapsulate in a cardboard sleeve, basically, either making a box or usually more of a triangular kind of shape, just to give it some rigidity. You know, if it gets bumped and hit a bit, it's not perfect. If it gets run over by a forklift or a car, there's not a whole lot it can do, but anything wouldn't work when that happens, unless I built something on a Lego every time. But this helps to just cover a lot of the some other box gets put on top of it, or it gets tossed around and just protects the pieces in there. Maybe it's a little bit more tedious. Maybe I won't do it if I ever get to the point of having 5 to 10 orders a day. But for now, anything that goes in a poly bag, I do one of these things to help just keep it protected and safe. So I was packing up this order with dear old Edna, who I just, for some reason, think is the coolest little figure. But as I was just checking it out, I noticed there's a scratch right there. So it's hard to see without a reflection, but it's a little bit faint. You can see it there. But then obviously when it hits a reflection, it's very noticeable. So I am giving the buyer some options. Picking order, I noticed Edna had a small scratch in front of her torso. It's mostly noticeable reflection, but faintly noticeable when looking for it. Don't have another one around, so a few options for you. Send it on, refund, send the rest of the order on, but cancel Edna, cancel the order, or I'm open to his suggestion. I try to give options for the buyer so they'll end up being happy and not feel like they got stiffed in some way. Were this me personally, I would probably just take the $1 refund and keep Edna, but not everyone wants to do that. Maybe he's getting it for a gift or something and he wants it to be immaculate. I did have in the condition notes that it was good condition, so that was a mistake on my part. But I'm going to do my best to make it right for my customer.
So for the past couple mornings, I've been taking a break from all of the Technic to get some more figs up. It's been a little while. I've got quite a backlog of figs going on. A whole bunch there, a whole bunch in that Vans bag. I think that's the core bit, but there's a lot in there. There's a lot in that Vans bag. Some there. There's some on the table over there that are like more city and basic ones, so they're way on the backlog. If you notice in the last clip, Lex's legs were a little extra shiny. It's because they were fake. Kobe brand. And it turns out he's not worth very much at all. It's like $3. No big deal. Grabbed a couple extra ones from the bag. Good old Jack Stone. And a rather crispy looking firefighter. Not crispy because he's burned. And then that Speed Champs. Both arms are actually cracked, so that goes in scratched in. Saved the head and legs and helmet to go in there. And then the hands I stuck in here. And this is why I always check, or at least now try to always check the fur list. This torso has cracks on both sides. You'll see in the video. See right on the end of his mustache, there's a bite mark. There's a bite mark there, and next to his eye, you can see it. So that's disappointing. But the legs look to be in good condition, so those can be listed individually. The helmet, looks like there's something there at the bottom of that visor. So probably only can save the legs and the helmet part and the visor, and the rest will, visor, torso, and head will have to go to the scrap. That's a shame. A continuing theme of disappointment for this batch of figs I'm doing, and that's from Adventures, not Time Twisters. Well, that was a good one. He was nice and crispy, Obi-Wan. That's from the one with him and General Grievous in the wheel bike. So he's worth $8 or $9, possibly 10. That's what I'll list him at. But Feely has, I don't know if I'll be able to even focus. Let's see it in the camera or not. You can kind of see it right there. There's an arm crack. This is elbow. I don't have another dark brown right arm. So I'm going to go ahead and list him with that note. Now I've had a previous Feely, sorry, this one's Feely. These are all the cards of ones that have sold, or I made a card on accident. So Feely I've sold before, so he'll go back in there, and then it'll go into my minifigure storage. Smug smirk. Went ahead and just dumped out the rest of the bag. Take a look at the various things. Some Minecraft just to add to the ongoing stock. Forget the name is Saoirse, something like that. Needs a head. I always find the head pieces, that one, and then there's the other one with the longer ears or horns or whatever it was on the other one, but the heads for whatever reason elude me. And then this one I've got the body, so need to put that on a wish list. I don't remember which one's which color. Coal, maybe. Cheap Spider-Man. I think that one is missing a piece or a helmet. Need some legs for that one, and the neck piece, which I'm pretty sure. Here, let's just try to see if we've got that one. This is Yazneg. What a name. He is from a Lord of the Rings set. So keep these in relative good order. There's a neck piece. Gotta see what kind of legs he's supposed to have. Let's look him up. It's just dark brown. Put in the right head. Yeah, okay. Yeah, dark brown legs. Easy. And there we go. Those legs were... I had some right in that fig parts bin already. So try to get there before I start pillaging my store for stuff. He's in nice condition. Oh, that's not good. It's all of that garbage. Well, what's he worth? $7. Hey. That is pretty bad. Okay, well, time to sacrifice that torso. Yeah. Bummer. This is why I always do quality checks. Sorry, guys, like the word got to you. Well, continued disappointment. Penguin's got a crack, diagonal crack there in his back. So not even going to bother with that. Already salvaged the hands. The head's in good condition, so it'll stay in the individual list pile. And then this card will be not used for Penguin. Let's see. Let's try to get one that's actually good on camera. This guy's got broken arm. Needs to be fixed. There's an actual Time Twisters. Time Twisters. He's worth all of $3, but hey, at least we got a fig. Let's make a check. Let's go in the cracks. Nice, nice. Looking good, my friend. You win.
A fun little order going out. That's the monster fighters characters. And then a random Nissan driver. Yeah, cool little order.
A cool little order going out. So, short legs, the Atlantean stuff here, a couple different, I think it's both Goblin, Green Goblin heads, maybe Hulk and Green Goblin, I'm forgetting. And then 5 of these from the new Harry Potter Goblet of Fire set. Nice. Thanks for the order.
Just got some feedback you always like to see. Packaged really well. No damage to the figs, all because of packaging. 10 out of 10. Packet. Yeah, that's why I strive to pack those things the way I do and the way I've shown. Just it's worth it to me to take that little bit extra time to make sure that people get their stuff safely.
Would it be honest with you? Cold stuff. Come on, Allie. You're in the way.
Good morning. It is Sunday, September 17th. We have a Baymax going on eBay. We have one order that came in on Brick Owl, and the buyer messaged me afterwards and said he forgot a few parts. So we're going to add these in. I told him not to worry about the cost. It's only a few cents total. If he comes back and wants more, I'll probably charge him for everything. But at least for this, not a big deal. There are 4 orders to pick. 58 lots, 97 items, not too shabby. Normally with picking, I do order at a time. So I might go through drawer 1, 2, 3, etc. Pick that order fully. Then I come back, drawer 1, 2, 3 for the second order. I'm going to switch it and try it on pick by location first. So I made up these super technologically advanced cards here to do which order is which, because for Brick Freedom, the picking program I use, they do A, B, C, D, etc. for their orders, since there's 4 here. So we're going to see how that goes. Of course, they don't quite fit. I can cut them. Or, nice. There's some won't last for forever. Okay. So that'll work for now. Let's see. Watch the D be the order that has the most. It is the order that has, well, no, actually, it might get described in a second. All right. So let's start picking. I won't do the whole thing in the camera because that's extra difficult. All right. So first one up is one of my unmarked minifigures, which are happily in this bag. That'll take me a minute to dive through. But Oliver Wood's a great one because he is one of my older ones. So I'm going to definitely double check and make sure there's nothing wrong with it, or my quality control standards were lower. But let me get that pulled out because I don't want to do that on camera. It'd be a little difficult. All right, I got him. I already pulled him out, checked everything. He's in great shape. This is one of my earlier ones, which came with a broom. Arms are stiff, which is true. Good quality fit, also true. Comes with a broom. There's actually a discussion on Facebook, Bricklink group, over the weekend, talking about how do you include the accessories with a figure? And some people on there were saying that they always do because they feel like that's what a buyer would want. You know, if a trooper has a blast rifle, he should have his blast rifle. But then, you know, the more level-headed people, sorry for that, okay, we're talking about how you don't want to include all the extras that aren't part of the Bricklink minifigure inventory, because then there's no standard. So if you look in Bricklink on a figure, for instance, Oliver here, he'll have his, obviously his head, hair, torso, and legs is also his cape. His cape is obviously an important part of him as a figure, which we try to talk and pick at the same time. All right, this is C. So he is, his cape is obviously an important part, but is his broom important? Is that important for his, the character that he is? And since his broom's not in the Bricklink inventory for the minifigure, the general consensus is it shouldn't be included. If you do it, it's a freebie, but it counts as, or it helps set a bad precedent that other people will expect, buyers will begin to expect that they will need, well, I didn't get a broom when I ordered, Harry Potter. Well, brooms aren't supposed to be included in all of that. That's just a freebie someone gave you one time and now set you up for failing. All right, so let's see. We got, there's two. Got the wrong one. Two, the silver handle. They're in the bottom. This is the fun part of tons of lots and little drawers. Of course, I'm doing this one-handed, so that's even more difficult. All right, so to those, both with the pick. Good deal. All right, as we're both in B, yeah, okay, so we're good. So it might take an extra double check, but it might reduce my amount of back and forth. All right, they want 2 out of 23 in the dark brown. 1, 2, order D. Next one, 99. Of course, 99 is the one that is problematic, so that is over here. What do they want? 1 pearl gold katana. Should be pretty easy. Double check. Nothing wrong with it. Cool. All right, order C. 100 chrome one. I already sold that. Maybe I had an extra. These are the drawers that kind of suck. But I don't want a drawer with 5 crowbars, and that's all that's in there. Let's dump this one out and see. That wasn't too bad. Just right in here. Gotta see what gotta actually look at what I'm doing. I'm gonna pick it. All right. It's chrome, and it looks to be in good shape. That was order C. Now this is part of the reason for switching to picking per location instead of per order, because with all my lots being in one drawer, a lot of lots being in one drawer, I only have to pull that drawer once, dig through it once, filter it down into, actually point where I'm looking at, filter it into the different orders and then be done. So hopefully it'll pay off, and we can see here, I would have to pick, this next one is in drawer 100. It is the, not too far, flat silver katana. They just want 1. How many are in this drawer? I'm sorry if this stresses you out. There it is. And flat silver. It's funny how close that looks to light blue gray, medium, something in between light and dark blue gray. All right, that's order B. Oh, yeah, it was order B. Okay. D102. All right, I'm gonna clean this up since we're done with this drawer. I don't have to open it back up for anybody else. Righto. Look, few picks. Only fans. 104. Got that from Machetes. Pulled 104, and that was one that got a little bit tight from all the extra stuff in there. So I decided to put that aside so I could clean it up later and put some of those slots into another another drawer. So between the two of those, I'll be able to take out several lots and put them in a drawer and condense it down some. Also, I'm going to go ahead and put these with brick owl order. So let's scroll back up. Brick owl is B. Fortunately, that's the only brick owl order, so I didn't have to figure that out too much. D119. It's funny when people talk about how they have their heads stored. I see some on the Facebook groups and stuff where they're gonna go do whatever, put their heads away or add the heads to Bricklink, and all of the heads are just. Of course, it's hard to do this one-handed. All of the heads are just loose in a bag or something, and there's none of them are stacked. And I'm like, why would you do that to yourself? Stack your heads. It's especially, I mean, don't do it with new ones, but with used condition, I can easily see, and I was able to pick Spider-Man pretty quickly. It's red, but if I had one of these yellow heads, I could pretty easily see, okay, boom, 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 done. I didn't have to, dig through. Make sure it's the only thing in this drawer. It is. I didn't have to dig through a whole bunch. It's easy. Stuff like that. Don't make it harder on yourself. All right. Solid stud D125. These are the fun ones because I have too much in these drawers. That's where I make it harder on myself. Solid studs are probably down at the bottom. Fun. Okay. Tell you what, these bins are the best. You can get them for, at least where I am, $2 for 3 of them at Target. Hard to beat that. All right, this is a drawer A. It's actually the first one for order A. So I'm going to leave this drawer to the side. Fortunately, that just went right here. Leave this drawer off to the side, and it's another I'm going to do better. I'm going to try to get a better thing for. There's just too much going on in here. And I know I'm going to have more of those coming eventually, so why make it harder on myself if I don't have to? All right, same drawer. He wants 2 of these tan. Hey, and this is another example of 2 orders getting something from the same drawer, saving myself the stress of having to dump that drawer out twice and look for things. 3 of them now. All right, that did go in D, yeah. All right, more for D. 3 tan, D127. See what? All these drawers are just way too full. I get it. I'll start putting stuff in there. That's D. Yep. I'll start putting stuff in there, and then I consolidate down in. So I'll put a whole bunch of tiles like a dummy into one drawer. Then I'm adding other stuff because I've got room in that drawer. I need to put as much as I can into it. And then I get more tiles and consolidate. And it's just, it's a lot. Another one I gotta dump. Just keep on cooking along. Oh, a trophy. Those things actually sell. No. Click on. Maybe the house cup. I feel like a lot of these orders lately have been the stuff that you don't expect to sell, but then it does. Let's see. I'm pleasantly surprised. Let's see. 230. That's probably going to be a rough drawer. Not terrible. All right. So they want 1 pearl black gray and 1 flat silver. There you go. You probably want to see this happen before now.
pearl dark gray. Should be only one flat silver in this whole thing. Oh, that's a pearl dark gray. I feel like I can't say without stumbling. Pearl dark gray. There it is. Alright. Back out. One flat silver. One pearl dark gray. 6 remaining. First, go to order C. So far, this has been great. I've picked several things that were 2 orders from the same drawer, so I've been able to go pretty quickly and get through those nicely. And I'm at 236 now. My number of drawers going to go to 244. I've got a few that I cheated in with the 270. So after that, I'm just gonna go through. It'll go through all the wide ones. Well, it won't go through all ones. So go through the overflow next, then the wide ones. But I've been able to reduce the amount of back and forth. So I feel like it's definitely a better thing for how my store is set up. I like this order, the one that got Oliver someone. Marcus Flint. So they're setting up probably a nice little mock for Harry Potter. And they've got a tan. There's a sand green piece down there, the cup. So I wonder, it's one of those ones you wish they would send you a picture of afterwards so you could see what they came up with. But that's cool. I love that kind of thing. That Wonder Woman I just listed like yesterday, 2 days ago, something. So it's always cool to see when something gets sold right away. All right, my minifigure funding process. HP 107. One with Harry Potter's. 107. He does not come with a room. Do the right here. I'll double check that. Link's right. For some reason it hit me wrong. Alright, Ormond right there. That's order B. Well, not every day can be perfect. This one is a medium nugget 1x1 round. And it's supposed to be in this drawer. However, this is the one that was in there, and it is dark orange. That's medium nugget, that's dark orange. So I don't have any of these extra. Unfortunately, it's all the 7 cents for the piece, but I'm gonna have to talk to the buyer about that. Probably just an over refund will cover me. But that's a bummer. I don't like not having something because I put it in there incorrectly. Never fun. Let's see how much we got left. Oh, we're pretty close. Golden Snitch. Honestly, I didn't realize I had that. Apparently 5. That probably came from the new Harry Potter. No. Oh, right. Polybags. All right, so they only want one. That's kind of cool. All right, order D, which I have expanded out. They also got a Vivardi. That one's done. Next is 81. Is that a Ultron head? Yeah, this drawer. There's some barding. If anyone's looking for horse barding, there's the head right there. Come back. Focus up, Cameron. Yeah, stack your heads. It's way easier. There we go. B. Apparently Wonder Woman is fighting Ultron. What a crazy world. Alright. Is that same drawer? Huh, the one I almost got off. I don't know where that character's from. But I was going to A. Also got the coolest piece. It's from one of the, I believe, Inquisitors in Star Wars. That's a $18 shoulder piece. Alright. 82. Just going down the line. This one's the one I put in 2x6 for some dumb reason. They keep getting in my way. I just need to find a better home for them. In fact, rather than saying I want to find a better home for them, I'm going to place them over there. Alright, what am I actually looking for? Batman's torso piece. And that is order B. Also under 82, Batman head. I think this is the glow-in-the-dark one. I'll charge it. Oh yeah. Nice. That's cool. It's heads like that you almost don't want to give them away, because that would be fit with his cowl. Just like do this with one hand. Yeah, I didn't charge it enough, but you get the idea. His eyes would glow then when you charge it up beforehand. All right, so that is going in B. Showing like that, and I already saw what the next one is here. So head SpongeBob, I think. I don't know. I'm not a SpongeBob. Don't kill me, but I'm not a SpongeBob watcher. That goes an A. A is an interesting order. It's just like a mixture of a bunch of different things. There's some Star Wars stuff. There's some tan hair and a Batman cowl. One more pearl dark gray. The one I was playing with. Into A. So I got both of those. Those were one inside. Didn't consolidate for some reason. And a 10. Wonder who that's from. But that's a cool one. Alright, that goes in C. Done. All orders fully picked. Where's the timer? I turned on the timer. Oh, that kind of like breaks it up. So I guess my total time, because I started at D and I finished, or I started, okay. So C was the third item down. That's where the timer kind of won't be perfect, because it depends when you start picking that particular order as you go down for location sorted, but whatever. 272 seconds. I don't know what that is. What is 272 seconds? That's like, 4 minutes? That can't be right. I don't know if maybe it's each time I was stuck on one, it kept going to the next one. So like D, we go tick, 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 tick. Then the next item, D, tick, 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 tick. C, D stops ticking. That might be it. So in that case, we've got 229, 272, so that's 500, 600, 600 plus 20 seconds. That still seems really low. 600 seconds for 10 minutes? I've been at this for more than 10 minutes. It's 8 o'clock. When did I start with? I'll have to go back and see it in the video. Maybe it only took me 10 minutes. I'm okay with that. Felt like it was longer than that, though. Me too. You go back home. See, there's another drawer that needs to be fixed up. But yeah, anyhow, I'm gonna get these packed, which you've already seen that process. Then message that buyer about that 1x1.
I might just preemptively do a refund and ship the order. It's such a small part. It's rarer-ish, but it's only 7 cents. So I might give him like $1 refund just because he's going to have to pay for shipping from somewhere else if he still wants it. The 1x6 or 2x6 bricks sorted. And that will be it for now. Ooh, we have feedback. 126. There are 4 new ones. All right, one of them is being a buyer, so I'll wait until that one comes in. These 3 are from orders, so let's go take a look. The Ultra Agents, I think that was in the beginning of this video, when it actually gets posted. I already got there. What do you get? Ah, yeah, that one. Positive, fast, and perfect. Thank you. I don't put feedback until the buyer puts feedback. Some people get really angry about that. But if that bothers you, just leave feedback. This lets me know that the buyer got it safe and sound, and there's nothing wrong. This one, order's completed. Why not leave feedback? Why not just say thanks or something like that? But yeah, that's normal. I mean, how many times have I bought something online and I didn't leave any kind of feedback? So, what goes around comes around. Anyhow, got those done, and I'm going to get stuff packed and ready to go out in tomorrow's mail. We got the drawers taken care of, filtered down in some of the drawers that were there. Those are now in the on the wall. Still got that Technic one sticking out. Next time. Orders are picked, minus the one that has the message to the buyer. This tub used to have all of these figures in it, which is a lot of like vintage ones that these are in pretty good shape. I can't focus on them. Never seen that one. His arms look discolored though. Yeah, there's a bunch of semi-vintage that came in an order, eBay order. But I'm going to get that. I'm going to get these checked. So this will be interesting. See how we can do my technique that I'm going to try based off of something other people did. An endoscopic camera that can hook up to my phone. So we're gonna see how that goes. There's some teeny tiny holes in the box. Probably not gonna work, but we will try. I would prefer to sell these sealed, because I think people really like that, especially when it comes to the box ones, because all the boxes are ripped open in other places. So if you want to give them as a gift, it's nice to have them already sealed. So we're going to see how it goes.
Good morning. It's Monday, September 18th. Talked yesterday about trying to use an endoscopic camera to look in the boxes in the corners. That was a bust. So I used a regular box knife, sliced just the side. So I'm not marketing these as sealed because they are no longer. But through here, I was able to either look inside or shake out a piece or two to be able to see which one it was. And from that, I could then find full sets and so forth. So end up with a proper 6 full sets, which is what I was expecting when I ordered 2 boxes of 36 because there's 12 in the series. So 6 full sets. I put on my Facebook Marketplace, both local and a couple of the Lego Buy Sell Trade groups, and already have got 1, 2, 3 full sets with people's names on them. They haven't no one's paid yet because I posted it late last night and went to bed. But 3 people were interested in a full set. Then I have one more full set. Focus. So you don't just see my arm. One more full set available there. And then a bunch of orphans here. So Wolverine sold through the fastest. I'm sure some of these will take a longer time to sell that aren't as popular since they're by themselves. Like, I don't necessarily see Werewolf selling quite so fast. And then Kate's the other one that has 2 left. So Kate Bishop. I can see her selling, but Werewolf. I don't know. That one might sit for a while. The Harry Potter order from earlier, buyer got back. He was happy with a $1 refund and just skipping the part. One thing I want to try to offer in the future, I've done it before and I just forgot this time. But instead of offering this, I can offer a $1 refund or like a $2 or $3 coupon to the store, so I can get people back for more business. So that's a potential I'm going to try to do. 4 to go out. Those are all from earlier in the video. And before the kids get up, I'm going to try to do this one. And I got one other order. This one's super cool. It is a bunch of astromechs and some Jawas, random Ninjago head wrap thing. 7 tread, the only 7 that I had. I have a bunch more that I just need to get cleaned and listed, but the 7 that I did. But yeah, it's great. It looks like it's kind of might be a droid repair selling mock with the presence of the one Jawa and a bunch of astromechs. So love it. Love those kinds of orders. Thanks a bunch.